All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a number you probably use every single day without even thinking about it: zero. And trust me, the story of nothing is actually one of the biggest somethings in all of human history.
Okay, let me ask you something. What do you think is the single most powerful invention in all of human history? I mean, really think about it. Is it the wheel? Fire? Maybe the internet? Well, I'm willing to bet the answer isn't what you think it is.
It's nothing. Seriously. Today, we're going to dig into how the idea of nothing became one of the most revolutionary somethings anyone ever came up with. And it all started, as these things often do, with a really big problem. So let's get into the problem with nothing. For ancient civilizations, this was a huge, huge hurdle. I mean, think about it philosophically for a second. How do you even make a symbol for something that, well, isn't there? And on a practical level, how in the world are you supposed to write down numbers when you're missing such a fundamental piece of the puzzle? Just imagine the chaos for a minute. If you don't have a way to show an empty space, how could you possibly tell the difference between, say, 25 and 205? Or 25 and 250? The answer is you couldn't. It was a total mess. This one little ambiguity created massive problems for everything from trade and commerce to astronomy and keeping government records. But then a hero arrived on the scene. And no, it wasn't a person, it was an idea. An idea born in ancient India that was about to solve this whole problem of nothingness and, yeah, pretty much change the world forever. So here's how it went down. Around 500 AD, you have this brilliant Indian mathematician, Aryabhata, who starts using a symbol as a placeholder. That's a huge first step. But the real game changer? That comes in 628 AD. An astronomer named Brahmagupta, this guy didn't just use zero. He gave it rules. He formally defined it as a number, gave it its first symbol, just a simple dot. And with that, he unlocked its incredible potential. Now, it didn't happen overnight. It took centuries, but this powerful little idea started its journey from India out to the rest of the world. Okay, so what is it about zero that's so special? What makes it a mathematical superhero? Well, it's because it basically has two secret identities, two superpowers that are completely different, but both are absolutely critical. Okay, superpower number one, it's the great separator. You know the number line, right? Zero sits smack in the middle. It's the anchor, the neutral territory, separating all the positive numbers on one side from all the negative numbers on the other. And superpower number two? It's that placeholder we were just talking about. It's the job of holding a spot open so that all the other digits get their proper value. And that placeholder role is just mind-blowing when you think about it. Look at this number, 1 million. The 1 is important, sure, it tells you there's something there, but it's those 6 nothings, those 6 zeros, that tell you just how big that something is. Without them, it's just a 1. With them, it's a million. The entire power of that number comes from the nothings. So once people really grasped this idea, it just took off. It spread like wildfire. This simple little dot, this symbol for nothing, became the absolute foundation for pretty much all of modern math and science. And I mean, its impact is literally everywhere. You can't do modern physics without it, or chemistry, or astronomy. And get this, what about the device you're watching this on right now? Computer science, the binary code that runs our entire digital world, is built on just two things: ones and zeros. Global finance, engineering, you name a field, I guarantee you, it runs on zero. But believe it or not, the story doesn't stop there. Because the legacy of zero takes this really cool, surprising modern twist. It connects all this ancient math history to a name that, I'm guessing, billions of us use every single day. Okay, so first, let's talk about this word, a googol. It represents a number so big it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. It's a 1 followed by 100 zeros. Just try to picture that. It was basically a name created for a number that's just too ridiculously huge to imagine. And the best part is where this name came from. It's not from some stuffy academic committee. Nope. Back in 1920, a mathematician, Edward Kastner, asked his 9-year-old nephew, a kid named Milton, "Hey, what should we call this crazy big number?" And Milton just said, "Google." And you know what? The name stuck. So, that name, Google, does that sound familiar at all? It probably should. And there you have it. The search engine Google got its name from Google. It was a deliberate choice by the founders. They wanted a name that would represent the massive, almost infinite amount of information they were trying to organize. A number defined by its long, long trail of zeros. So yeah, the legacy of nothing is literally baked into the name of one of the most powerful tools in modern history. So when you think about it, we really owe a huge debt to those early mathematicians like Aryabhata and Brahmagupta. So let's give them a big thanks for nothing. I mean, thanks for zero. They took an idea about pure emptiness and used it to fill one of the biggest, most important gaps in all of human knowledge. And that kind of leaves us with one final thing to chew on, doesn't it? The idea of zero was right there, hiding in plain sight for thousands of years before we figured it out. It just makes you wonder, if a simple symbol for nothing could completely change the world, what other simple, totally profound ideas are we all overlooking right now, today?